After sending out daily educational messages to participants of the 30 to 60 day challenges, we captured some of Coach Mauro's nugget of wisdom. We developed a series of educational moments that we wanted to share with you guys. Challenge participants learned a lot in their journey through challenges that helped them to succeed. It's your turn to learn from Coach Mauro and take your plan to the next level.
Hey guys.
Hi folks.
Hi guys.
Hey you. Yeah, you. Focus on the big rocks, the big things. The little things don't have enough of an effect for you to even bother putting your energy behind it. Whole foods, good diet, resistance training, sporadic cardio, and good recovery. Making sure you're getting all the hydration you said you were going to. Helps to flush everything, keep you regulated, helps you to not eat as much. Making sure you're hitting your calorie goals, your protein content, your at least 7,500 steps. If for some of you guys, that's a 10,000 step goal. Getting your exercise in. So making sure you're doing what you need to be doing to get to your goal. Having more whole foods with more fibers. Having more colors on your plates. Eating until you feel only 80% full. At the very minimum, every day, no matter how busy you are, you take a 15-minute walk. Focus on mastering those basics. Once you master them, then you move on. As we get closer to your goal, then we get into some of the finer details. Just worry about what you can do here and now. What happened yesterday, it's gone. Forget about it. What happened today, now it's past, done. Do what you can right now where you are. And then tomorrow, do it again. But keep it simple. The best thing that you can do to succeed in the long term is something that you can keep doing in the long term. So don't make it too hard. Not 0 and 100, 80-20, just like food. 80% of the time you're gonna be hitting your targets, 20% of the time you're gonna live your life. Do the same thing for exercise. Do as much as you can when you can. Don't worry about what you can't control, do what you can. If you're letting every little reason be the reason why you don't do something, you're gonna find a lot of those in the 365 days of the year. You're gonna find a lot of those days where you don't feel like it. Sometimes action happens before motivation. So take at least a small step, a small action towards your goal. Is cardio good? Yes, it's good for your health. But if you wanna see changes in your body, by and far the most important thing is weight training, resistance training. What I've talked about makes up about 70% of your weight loss, your fat loss. 70%. I think it's even more important to be on some sort of a plan. So if Mondays you do this, Tuesdays you do that, Wednesdays you do that, or you rotate, back and forth between two different kind of things. My suggestion was 2 days upper, 2 days lower, 1 day core mobility, and 1 day sort of an active rest day. We tend to spend too much time flexed forward in our life. Chairs, over our phones, computers, driving, all this stuff tends to bring us more forward. It's making the back part weaker. So what we're gonna do is actually strengthen you up, get you taller first, then get back to strengthening the abs. So the power in your core is really, really important. Now the way your abs look and your core are two different things. Balance for most people. So if you have a strong core, you're less likely to fall down because it all affects how stable your body is. And the more stable it is, the stronger your core is. As it is about consistency in the end. That's what actually helps you to get results. Nothing specifically that you're doing. It's more about being consistent over time. So how do you become consistent over time? Set yourself up for success. Monday is the best day for that. Having success on Monday means that you're more likely to be successful for the rest of the week. And week by week, it has to get harder. So if you're able to use a 10-pound weight and you did 10 reps today, next week, use that same 10-pound weight, do 11 reps. The week after, 12 reps. You need to be continually progressing. You don't have to do more reps. You could, if you have a heavier weight, go from 10 to 12 to 15 pounds and still do 10 reps. But the point is you need to progress. And it's about volume. Reps times sets times weight. Get your steps in. Send it to me every day. Get your workout in. I'm sending something out every day. I have 6 workouts a week. There's at least 1 day of recovery. You absolutely need a recovery. I don't want you to burn out. I don't want you to go 100% every day. There's no way that we're gonna reverse everything that's happened over the last few years in a week. There's no point in pushing yourself when you feel like you're about to burn out anyway. Your body needs recovery. Recovery is when most of the change happens anyways. When you're sleeping, when you're relaxing, that's when the muscle recovery happens. That's when all the benefit actually is happening. I do see a lot of stuff online. I see people trying to take advantage of of people's desire for a shortcut, of people's desire to just want to get this done now. Unfortunately, there's no silver bullet. There's no magic trick. There's no take this specific supplement and then it'll solve all your problems. The shortcuts to cutting calories, if that's something that's you're struggling with right now. So first and foremost, my biggest rule is to limit or eliminate any liquid calories that you're having. So anytime that you're drinking something that has calories in it, that's sort of an easy cut. That also could be as simple as not putting sauces and toppings on things, limiting the amount of extra stuff we add in. For the most part, spices tend to be low calorie. Ways to make more flavor. One of the other ways is creating a longer window while you're fasting. There's no magic, as I said before, about fasting, but it is a way if we're cutting one of the meals out, we're most likely cutting calories. There's 3,500 calories in 1 pound. So in order for you to burn 1 pound of fat on your body, you need to set some sort of a deficit to get to 3,500 calories. That could mean that you're exercising an extra 500 calories and eating a less 3,000 calories over a few days, and that would equal a pound. Or you could do it totally by nutrition. It's a lot harder to do that by exercise. Anybody who's north of the 40th parallel is not getting enough sun around the whole year to get enough vitamin D. I think it's important that we add certain types of supplements into our diets because it's unlikely that we're getting enough of those naturally. A lot of studies show the importance of vitamin D, sleep, energy, cell metabolism, a lot of that kind of stuff. If you're taking vitamin D for at least 3 months, you start to build a little bit more of an immune defense against respiratory issues. We need to make sure that we're getting probiotics. We don't get enough fermented stuff in our diet. We definitely need probiotics to help fix our guts, our omega-3. That's the unsaturated fats that you get in some animal products. So algae if you're vegan or vegetarian, or fish oils if you're not. Protein, because most of us are not getting 1 gram per pound, so it's important for us to get some protein in our diet. You've heard the saying, live to eat or eat to live. One is the most exciting thing is the enjoyment that you get from eating, and another case is like you eat because you want to live, you want to stay alive. Now some people are naturally going in one direction or the other, but you can rewrite that. What are your green light foods, your yellow light foods, your red light foods? We tend to find more whole foods on the green side of things, less processed foods. So you have the vegetables, the fruits, the lean proteins, and that sort of thing. So you have the other end of the spectrum tends to be more processed foods, packaged and all that sort of thing. If you tend to have one of them, you're gonna overeat. You're gonna have to abstain from those red light foods because you're more likely to overeat. Now there's sort of that gray area in between that's a yellow light foods, things that you can have maybe a little bit of and you're not gonna overindulge. And the next decision you're about to make is that what you want, what you really want, like is that what you deep down want, or is that what you want right now? What feels good in the moment might be good in the moment, but it doesn't line up with your goal. There are times where I say, you want to have a little bit of a Halo Top ice cream while you watch some TV. I see no problems with that. You can't do it every day though, because then it's not really a treat, just part of your habit. Don't trade off what you really want for what you want right now. For a lot of people, everyone looks at weight as if that's the number one thing to measure, and really it's not. Your body fat, your photos, your measurements, all these different ways that you can measure your progress, on top of the fact that you're feeling more energy, you're sleeping better, you're able to get through your day a little bit better, you're feeling stronger. So there's lots of ways that you can notice the difference. I'll keep you accountable. Tell your family, tell your friends, post it on social media. That accountability is what we need. If we hide, we're only hiding from ourselves, because there's no hiding what happens to your body when you're not active or when you're not eating properly. I want you to look at all these different ways of measuring your progress as different inputs to let us know what has to change for your plan. This feedback really is going to give us a sense of what we need to be doing next. So use that information, take it, learn, adapt your plan. Make sure you're following Insight Coaching. You're telling your friends to follow it, because there are some really great articles on there. I have a lot of new content coming down the pipeline. If you need help, you know where to find me. Enjoy your day.